welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Fox. Quickly complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Noles line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. So Georgia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well, you better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're going to run it. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. To the air, it's King. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
On the ground, it's Scott. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Fox. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down, let's see what this is about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Now on second down, the give to the tailback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking for a crease. It's Braswell. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Dropping back, it's Fox. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
With the catch, it's Wilson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Makes a grab past the marker. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown Seminoles. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's King. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He goes down in the end zone. There's also a penalty marker, but I think it's going to be a safety either way. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Oh, he's got a chance. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got him. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Noles.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Caught in the backfield, it's Savant. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and a array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's King. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Running to the left. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Buys a little time with his feet. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, Florida State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Back to throw, it's Fox. That's caught, it's McCoy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. The throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough.
Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's King. Under fire. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Wilson. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Let's go, let's go. The pitch to the left. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Get your eyes checked.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Looking to get it in.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to...
Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. With that last score, things coming through here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of...
And it's blocked. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's King. Now adjusting. Creates a little room. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grab near the marker, it's Wilson. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Fox. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line, it's Johnson. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To throw, it's King. Here's a throw downfield late. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that state.